Now let's start creating a create user request, post request in our Springboard project. First, we'll start it from entity. We just create a user.java class here. Okay, and as we see, it's created. We'll also need to create a enum for that. So let me just create another folder here, and in that I have enums. And this enum we create user role dot Java, and in this public class, apart from this, I'll be writing enum here, and here it should be enums, right? Public role, right? Now moving forward, I'll need start admin and customer here. I'll write admin because I'll have two roles. One would be a admin and another would be a customer. Customer. That's it. Now in this user.java, I start writing another things. First of all, let me just write here data. It is imported from the Embark, which we installed when we created the project. Then we write private long. I added a class for private long ID. Now I add private string name. Then I add private string email. And then I do private user role. Cool. And it is user role. That's it. So that would be more than enough for now. Now moving forward, user entity. I'll also need to create a user DTO here or Java, and let's just copy all of this from this here. And I'm getting an error here because it should be user DTO, and it won't be entity. It's a folder DTO, so I need to write the DTO. Okay. User role is here, Lambok is here, this is here, this is here, right? Now, in the entity one, I need to add more stuff. To add entity here, like it is the entity. Then I need to add at the rate table here. Yes, table here. Then in this table, I write name. I have to define the name of the table, definitely. And inside this, I write at the rate ID. ID would be coming from Jakarta table. And here, one more thing would be there, like password would be there, right? Private string password is here. Password is here. Okay, cool. And that should. And I also need to give it a strategy to generate value. Strategy equals to generation type. Format then we generated type dot identity. That would be enough for this one. Yes. Now inside the repository folder, let's just create a user dot user repository dot Java, and inside this, first of all, I'll have to write at the rate repository Yeah, that's it. And inside this repository, I need to extend GPA repository. Let's just import it directly. Let me just import g.spring framework.data .jpa repository dot jpa repository. Added two dots here. It will be one only, and drive references to generate type JPA repository should be parameterized. Yeah, I'll be adding the parameters. Don't worry. Here I just do user. I get it from entity user. Yes, comma, and I do now. We'll get it. This error is because I have defined it as a class. It won't be as a class. It will be as an interface here. Interface, right? So see, no errors now. Let's move forward. Now inside the services folder, let's create another folder, and I'll be naming it as auth. And inside this auth, let me just create auth service impl.java, and it created me a class inside the auth. Inside this auth folder only, I'll be creating an interface for the auth service. Service.java, and just name it as interface, right? And in this, I'll just try to implement the interface I just created to extend this. Like I just try to extend, and in this I do auth service. Game automatical services dot public interface auth service. Then I'm trying to extend it. It will be implemented. Like I'll be implementing the auth service. This auth. I write this required args constructor, and inside this I write private final user repository, and I just create user repository. Just giving error the value of the field on is because right now I am not using it anywhere. That's why I have to write here like user DTO create customer sign up. As I haven't created the sign up request yet, I can't add it here. So before that, I'll need to go back into the DTO folder and create the request for it. Like I go into this DTO folder, I create another file. I name it as sign up request.java, and it creates me a class. And here I just write at the rate data, and I just write the private string email. That's it for now. Now, if I go back into where I was working here I can call that sign up request and name it as sign up request. The also must implement the inherited abstract method. Like I have created this method, right? So it's not still implemented here. That's why it's giving that error. Okay, let's move forward. Now I just go into this. I write enter, and I use the keyword override, and I try to update the function public user to create customer. Inside that, I write sign up request, and I write sign up request. I open the curly braces here, and I just return null. because this isn't used yet anywhere. Okay. Now we have to create a user here. Create user is equals to new user dot set name is equal to not parenthesis. Then I use sign up request. The value will be coming get name dot set email. Sign up request dot get email. The email one is defined, name one is not defined. That is something weird. Just that as well. Okay, I'm getting suggestions here. Password one is also not defined. User role. Inside this, I do user role dot customer because I'll be creating a customer here. Definitely. Then I do user create user equals to user repository dot save then user. That's it. I have an error in get password and get name, and the user has well because this one should be small u. That was the reason. And here then I do user DTO, user DTO is equals to new user DTO, and user small user DTO dot set ID created. It should be D, I guess. Created, much better. Create user dot get ID, and I return user semicolon. Or I think I would be just returning the ID here. I would be returning user DTO here. Fine. Now I have to investigate the issue of get name and get password. I think in sign up request in DTO sign up request, I have only named name here. So if I would have created a password and name as well, like password and name, this error would be resolved. Yeah, see? This is the error which we removed. So now this code looks much fine. Okay. Now move forward. Now we need to create a controller inside the controller folder. Okay, so we go into the controller folder. We create a file auth controller.java, and in this file, first of all, let me just add the requirements at the rate rest controller, as we are using REST API there, so REST controller. Then we do request dot mapping, and that would be done like this API slash auth request mapping, and I will be using this for now. And this as I have already created this auth controller. And after this, I have to write request argon controllers. Where are they? Sorry. Now I have to do required argon constructor. Yes. Now inside this auth controller, let's just start writing private final auth service, named as auth service. Now we do post mapping. Inside that I do this. Oh, sign up, and I would be typing it myself. Okay, sign up and then enter. Then I do public. Then I do response entity. Inside that, I'll be writing this. Then I'll do sign up customer. Then I'll do request body. This would be as sign up request and sign up request. Yes. Remove these. Sign up customer request body. This sign up request. Now I do user DTO. Then I do create customer DTO equals to auth service dot create customer, and as it suggested sign up request. Then I have to do a if condition here. Created customer DTO is equals to null. So we'll return new response entity, which would be customer not created, come back later. And after that, I add HTTP status dot bad request. And if this is good, let me just do it. So it looks the screen, yes. And I do return new response entity. And this I do created video, comma HTTP status dot created. Now we have to test this with our Postman. And you know what is Postman? Postman is something which can help us to test the APIs we created. Okay. Postman is something which helps us to create the APIs we create. So let's just open our Postman. And also we'll need to start the server. That's also an important thing, because if the server is not started, what we want to test. And I'm happy to see that there is no error in my code till now and the server is running. So let's just open the Postman. Here it is. Postman. And inside this, we have to run the. So this is my Postman. And in this, what we have to type, we have to type the local host. Then we have to type the server code. Then we have to type API. Then I have to type auth. Then I have to type sign up. And also I need to change this get from post. And I have to pass it this. Then I have to do this. Now as I have to add email, gmail.com. Then second thing would be name. And then it would be password Rajesh123 and now I can just do send. You see, this is returned. This is the new user which is created, right? And also, if you just go into your workbench, SQL workbench, you can query this thing in this. Which was it? Car rental. See, and you see this tables user. So I can just do like this. Select top 1000. So you see this, and this is not the correct way of saving a password. We should always use bcrypt or anything. We'll be working on this as well. So let's go forward for right now.